For latest updates and short audio clips, follow us on Instagram, Reading the Author.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast Reading the Author, a unique show where we read authors' mind and not their book. Today, our show is being graced by Meenal Dighe ma'am. She's a children's author, and recently she has authored a book called Disruptions in Dahanu, a seaside mystery book. Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for accepting our invite.
Hello, and thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm really thrilled to be talking to people all across.
That'd be great, ma'am. Thank you so much. We are pleasure to have you. So, how would you like to tell about yourself to the listeners, ma'am?
I'm based in India and I am a first-time author. This is my very first book, Disruptions in Dahanu.
Okay.
As for my introduction, I have worked for many years in corporates. I am a chemical engineer, HR management. I have studied psychological counseling. I've worked in different companies and different ways. But now I am only focusing on my writing, and this is my first book called Disruptions in Dahanu, a seaside mystery from India, which is for 7 to 8 year, like 7 or 8 year upwards kids, maybe like middle school kids. Very exciting mystery novel.
That is great, ma'am. You have such a, I would say, colorful profile.
Yeah, I have been doing a lot professionally as well as personally.
Okay.
Currently, I also, help a few of the municipal schools in villages, actually tribal villages near Mumbai, and we help them to get some aid in technical aspects like computers, iPads, or getting them smart TVs so that they can learn. This started from COVID when everything was online, and we have been helping them through that. So I have a very, very blessed experience in the villages.
Oh, that is so good, so beautiful.
Some of it is also translated into my book, so the readers can look forward to learning a little bit about the tribal people nearby.
Okay, that is something exciting. Like, the readers, the listeners, they can have an insight about what you do, what you are into, just by the books they read.
Yes.
That is great. So, like you just said that you're focusing on writing these days. So, it started as a hobby or what? Like, how did it come in picture?
So I have been an avid reader since childhood. I think I started reading Enid Blyton novels when I was just about 7-year-old or something, and then I never stopped. I spent all my vacations every time just reading, and I guess that has helped me to always keep writing something or the other. But this is the first full-length story that I have written which has been published. I have 2 daughters and both of them read a lot. And my little one is now all of 10, 11 in fact. So this story is for her, and I thought, if I can write something for her, it would give me a great pleasure. So this one is for her.
Okay, like it's pleasure giving, like both ways. She be happy, you be happy.
Yes.
That is great. Beautiful. So, see, you just shared that your daughter is the reason why you wrote the book. Other than that, is there something like why particularly writing this mystery thing came in picture?
I have always enjoyed reading mystery novels, whether it was, when I was a kid, I read Enid Blyton, The Famous Five, Secret Seven, all those. Yes, and then as I grew up, I went on to Alfred Hitchcock, Agatha Christie, and so many other mystery writers. I even enjoyed Perry Mason. And so it is definitely my favorite genre. when it comes to books. Like, since I have seen modern day kids, what they read and what they see also in children's movies or TV, it is a lot of it is based in whether it is New York or LA, or whether in India it is about Bombay and Bangalore. And I always used to feel that there is something, it's not always, that something is happening in the cities only. It is also there in small towns. It is also there in rural India. Since my book is a completely Indian book at heart, most of the India is staying in out of metros, I would say. So I wanted to create, an aura of mystery and excitement and interest in the small towns. That's why I have picked the mystery genre, as well as the location is a small place. So I want children of India who are reading also to feel that all of India is included.
Beautiful. So also, ma'am, see, these days kids are like more into watching than reading. Like, it's observed. This is a fact, or a reading kind of a thing. That, so do you also think the same, and do you feel like taking your book towards the step where you are able to make it up into a film kind of a thing? Do you aim at this?
That would be a dream come true if this book would be made into whatever, a movie, a play, or a small series or something, and it would surely reach a larger audience in that way. But I'm equally content having it just as a book, as of now, in paperback and in ebook form. It is available on Kindle. But having maybe an audiobook would be another way to reach to audiences, maybe who cannot read. However, I have seen around me that children do like to read. Majority of children do like to read, although they might after a certain age they give up, but they want to read something interesting. And schools also are trying very hard to get their students into a reading habit. I think I hope this is across the world that schools are trying to do. And I see that a lot of bookstores which had lost business or had closed down in COVID and all are now reopened with a big bang, and bookstores are doing a lot of activities for kids, for everyone. So I do hope kids continue reading. This is an easy book, easy to read, simple language. So I do hope children read my book and they like it.
Obviously they are going to love it, ma'am. Mysteries and adventure, it is something everyone loves. Just like you said, that children actually love reading. What I think is that reading has to be put into children. It is not something they get by themselves. Like, some have in them, obviously, already, but majority of the children, they need that reading is put into them. So since you are an avid reader and you just share that even your daughters, they read, so how do you think reading can be brought to children? कैसे उनको पढ़ने के लिए मोटिवेट किया जा सकता है कि हाँ, rather than watching, वो पढ़ें, समझें?
So this I think has to start right from the time the child is a toddler. I think that is the time when the children, they are learning everything from their parents, and they mirror their parents. So if they see the parent sitting with devices all the time or watching TV all the time, it gets into their mind that this is what I can also do, this is okay, and this is the thing that is enjoyment. I'm not giving advice, but this is what I did, is that if the parents are with books, whether they are reading their own book or whether they are reading to the children, reading to kids is definitely a very good habit. And then the children know that books are something, they don't look at books as burden, they look at books as enjoyment. Also, when you're going out, don't just go to places which you enjoy. Go to places where kids enjoy. Make visits to bookstores, libraries, so that the children know that when you're enjoying something, it is also a book is an option for enjoying.
Actually, rather than giving them some gadget or something, they can be handed over a book.
Yes. Also giving books as birthday gifts, or when you are giving return gifts for your kid's birthday, do consider books, even if it is Amar Chitra Katha or whatever. And maybe if you're giving it to 10 kids, maybe at least 5 of them will start reading.
It's more of the work from the adults कि वो support करें बच्चों को पढ़ने के लिए. It won't come by itself.
Yes. Participation is very important.
So how do you see this writing thing, in the next maybe 5 years, or in the next 2 years, 3 years? How do you see yourself as a complete author, as a person who is only writing, or do you have some other plans as well?
I do have plans to publish, as I said, the next book in this series is so in the coming year. I hope it gets published, and then of course there are a few other things I'm writing which is for toddlers, not toddlers, but maybe up to 5-6 year old. I have already written some stories about the birds of India, but in the story form. So I'm trying to do, I'm looking out to publish those. So in this, maybe coming 2-3 years, I would definitely like to establish myself as, not just a one-hit wonder like one book wonder, but I would like to establish myself as an author. I would like to keep writing. I want to reach out to many kids, so I'm trying to go to different libraries or maybe schools and read out to them, so that I try to give them and get into the habit of reading, develop some interest in books. Also I want to reach out to a larger audience, like especially I talked about these municipal schools where I gave some support. They are actually Zilla Parishad schools. So the teachers there, they read my book, they liked it, but they said, madam, for my kids to read, it would be easier if it is in Marathi. So because this is in Maharashtra, so why don't you translate it in Marathi? So I think that has given me an idea that if I really wanted to reach the smaller town, the smaller villages, I should be looking at translating into Marathi, Hindi, or whatever. My aim from this book is also to give, to make it, if I translate, I would try to make it even cheaper. Not, I don't know if any author will say this, but I would want to, because I wanted to reach out to children who cannot afford to buy, very expensive books. The parents should not say no.
That is something really a very beautiful idea, because anyhow the target is to reach n number of children, that they know what reading is actually about. So anything you have to do for that is going to be a good option, be it anything, be it getting it translated to the regional language or making it low in price. Anything anything will be a good idea.
Yes. Also, my book is available on Amazon.com in many countries around the world, and I do hope that somewhere some children will discover this book, and maybe buy it, because as you see the title, A Seaside Mystery from India, in this book there is a reader who is not Indian, or even say our NRI kids, who are cut off from India, who are probably born abroad and don't know so much about India, would find it interesting, because there is a lot about things about Indian history and culture, Indian food. Although they are studying English and whatever, they are very much Indian.
No doubt they're going to get this book. Why? Because there's already a hit in the title, Mysteries from India. So anyway, it is going to get into them that padna hai humko. At least we they'll get curious ki what actually it is about. It is there in the title itself that they're going to get attracted to the book. Anyway, that was really a good move, ma'am. Getting India into the title itself. Okay, pleasure, ma'am. So what is is there any writing schedule that you follow, or
Thank you.
is it something that you do like anytime?
So there is no schedule as such that I follow, because I am a full-time mother, and there are a lot of other things I'm doing. But I do try to set certain goals, like when I'm writing my current book, I have set a goal of say one chapter per 15 days or something, and then during those 15 days I will try to somehow finish that. Other than that, of course, this writing is a very creative process, and sometimes even if you want to sit and write, it just doesn't happen. And whereas sometimes you are probably like, I wrote almost an entire chapter in a flight recently. It was a 2-hour long flight, and I just started reading what I had written previously, and then it just started flowing, and before I landed, I had almost
Actually
finished the
happens that
chapter.
when you sit,
So it's just
you have that thing in mind that okay, I'm
off
going
and
to
on.
write
I
now.
write.
कुछ नहीं आता दिमाग में, but all of a sudden कुछ ऐसा आ जाता है कि हाँ किताब हो गई complete. Actually it happens. But why I asked you about it is because a few people, they have this schedule they follow कि हाँ
Yeah,
अभी हम बैठे हैं कि इतना समय हमें दिन में writing के लिए देना ही है. There are certain people who do this, but actually most of the beautiful and great writers, they're like, okay, fine, click किया तुरंत, कहीं पर भी click किया.
Yes.
Maybe it in washroom, you're sitting in the washroom and there's an idea coming up. No, actually
Yeah. A lot of ideas come when we are about to drop off to sleep. So उस वक्त अगर उठकर लिख ले तो it would be it that is a very creative time, because the brain is in a zen state, and the ideas that come out, sometimes very superb ideas come out, but ज़्यादातर के we become lazy and we're like, oh, light तो off हो गया है, let me just drop off. But as you said, having a schedule is really important. I do try sometimes I do try that okay, today I have to write the next few paragraphs or whatever, and if I can't get further in the story that I'm writing, then I try to write something else, even if it is like a small poem, 4 lines, whatever. Then it kind of gets the brain starts working in the
it's like fine when you start writing something.
Yeah,
things
it is
do
important to have a schedule.
Yeah, that was really a beautiful conversation, ma'am. Now when we're at the end of it, is there anything that you would like to suggest? I won't use the word advice, but I would say suggest the parents when it comes to reading or getting their children into this reading habit. Is there anything that you would like to suggest? How they can go ahead?
So for parents of very young kids, I would suggest just start as early as possible to show the picture books to your kids. Also to start reading simple books with your kids. There are many books which have very large print. Those actually help the children to start reading themselves. So do try all these things. Take your kids to bookstores, let them handle books at home, in the stores, take them to reading sessions. There is a lot you can do. As for kids, like Disruptions in Dhanu is for little older kids who are reading by themselves and who are, in fact, choosing what they read. So, for the parents, I would advise that uh, try to read a few of the books that your child is reading, whether they are 8-year-old, even if they're 12-year-old, because some books are extremely like they are available in libraries and all, and if you don't pay attention, maybe some books you may find very disturbing, and God knows what how the child will be affected. So be aware. I'm not saying stop them, that is of course the parents' call, but be aware of what your kids are reading, discuss with them, see how it is affecting them. So that's it.
Exactly. That's the
And
that's the
read.
most
You also read
basic and
so
the
that the
first step
child
that is
can pick it
needed.
up from you.
No, actually. And keeping a check is no doubt one thing that is required. What content is being consumed, that needs to be checked every now and then. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Like, how we see what
Yeah.
are they watching on YouTube, what are they watching on TV.
No doubt it is,
So
ma'am.
we try to see, right? So I think written word is even more powerful.
So yes,
So
thank you so
somewhere
much for
you should be
the
at least be
conversation,
aware
ma'am. It
of
was
what
really
your kids
good
are
having a word with
reading.
you. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. It was a real pleasure talking to you, discussing, and I do hope people who listened would like to buy my book and try it out on Kindle. It's also on Kindle Unlimited,
Surely they're going to
free.
read. Please do
So
buy the
please
book,
read
read to your
Disruptions in
kids, and
Dahanu,
enjoy
a
the book.
seaside
Thank you
mystery
so
from
much,
India.
ma'am. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.